So today we're here with
Jonah Smith.
Jonah. Who are your parents?
My parents are Brian and Nancy Smith.
Did you have any brothers and sisters?
I have two little sisters, Lexi Smith and Kendall Smith.
Did sports play a key role in your family?
It plays a very key role in my family. My family's all around sports all the time. My two little sisters play various sports, and my mom and dad were involved in sports when they were in high school as well, so we're always around sports.
Where did you go to school and what year did you graduate?
I went to school at Mount Zion High School. I graduated in 2018.
What sports did you play in high school?
I played baseball and basketball.
Talk about your high school sports career from your freshman to senior year, including your teammates and your coaches.
So my freshman year was probably one of the years that really made me decide that I wanted to be interested in sports after high school, because I was filled with a bunch of adversity situations and tough situations as a freshman. I pitched in a sectional semifinal, I think, for baseball, and freshman year in basketball I got about 10 minutes per game, 6-man on the court, which was pretty exciting, facing Christian Williams and big games like that, so that was all fun.
Talk about your coach a little bit.
My freshman year of baseball, Matt Smith, he's been my coach whole high school, junior high career. Probably one of my favorite coaches of all time. He just knows how to get the most out of people, and it's just fun playing for him. And then freshman year for basketball, it was Coach Brown, which was a completely different aspect of baseball and basketball and different personalities than Coach Smith, because he was just always positive, looking to get more out of people, just trying to stay the positive course all the way through, which was different, but it was productive in some ways.
Talk about your junior and senior year for basketball.
Junior and senior year for basketball, it was pretty crazy. That's when it got pretty crazy, to be honest, because we always had the talent, I think, but at the end there, they saw that the class above me was loaded with talent, and they finally connected together and looked like they were playing to the ability that everyone thought they could, and we went on a little run there. Our junior year, made it to sectionals, won a game versus Eisenhower, which hadn't done in 10 or so years, probably even more than that. But that was probably one of the best years we've had as like a team, and just a team coming together and actually doing what we were capable of doing. Baseball, on the other hand, we just ran into a lot of bad luck, I believe, in baseball, because we had the talent every year, I think, and especially my junior and senior year, we wanted more than what we got, but we ran into some tough teams, including Champaign Central, and
They were good.
and a bunch of. We pretty much had problems with Champaign Central in general, just our whole high school career, and we just went back and forth with them. But they were some great battles.
What were some of your biggest rivalries in baseball and basketball?
Probably, like baseball, I said it probably had to be Champaign Central. Them getting over the hump of them, because they were just always at our level or just a notch better, it seemed like, on those days. But then in basketball, it was probably Effingham, Mattoon, and the Decatur schools a little bit. I mean, those games you just always were up for, always excited for, always going to be hard-nosed fought games, which were fun to play.
Where were some of your favorite facilities you played in high school, basketball and baseball?
Again, it's probably basketball. It probably had to be basketball and baseball. Effingham was very fun to play, because you just always knew that it was just going to be a hard-fought game. But basketball, I loved playing in like the old gyms like Taylorville, and then you get like different teams like Sterling and different little towns that you get different teams you never really see sometimes, and you get to play them. So those were always fun.
Is there any memories you'd like to add during your high school career, Jonah?
Not much, but I've had tons of memories of just baseball team and having tons of fun on the bus rides with a bunch of guys. That mainly, my baseball team throughout my whole class, throughout my junior high days, throughout my high school career, we were just probably more of a family than a team. Like, we just all got together and just bonded way better than any other team I've been a part of, which was so fun.
What awards did you receive in high school?
I received Some awards like all tournament team of a couple St. Anthony tournament one time, all tournament team at the soy tournament in Decatur, and I won a couple MVPs at Litchfield. I think back-to-back years I won one MVP at the Taylorville Christmas tournament, which was fun. That tournament I played really good. And then I think I won Macon County Player of the Year my junior year for basketball for this county, which was that's when we made our run, which was pretty fun. It was crazy.
You guys had a pretty good year, junior, senior. You guys had a loaded roster and loaded team.
Yeah.
After high school, where did you attend college and what sport did you play?
First off, I went to go play baseball and basketball at Quincy University, which was a good choice at the time.
As far as who recruited you, who was that?
I really didn't get recruited out of high school for basketball, but throughout my high school career in baseball, I got recruited heavily in the D2, D1 area. People talking to me. I committed to Illinois State originally my junior year, I believe. But things happened. We didn't agree on a couple things, and then I decided to go to Quincy, which was my only other offer, and they wanted me for baseball and basketball.
I mean, what did that mean to you to play two sports?
It really didn't mean much to me at that point in time, you know what I mean? Because I played baseball and basketball my whole life, and it was just, all right, this is basketball season, then you flip a switch day in, day out, then you go to baseball season. It's just a regular thing. But college, it's a whole nother thing.
Who are some of your teammates and coaches you got to play with at Quincy?
Coaches and players. Players was Adam Moore, Ryan Briscoe, Rob DeVries, Rob Dozier, Demetrius Houston, who's playing overseas now. He was a very good player. And then my coaches were Ryan Hellenthal, Coach CJ Gleaton, and then Rob DeVries became a student coach my second year while I was playing there.
So where are you attending college at right now?
Right now I'm currently attending Lakeland Community College to play basketball only.
And you're playing basketball this winter, correct?
Yes, correct.
What are you excited about playing at Lakeland now?
I'm excited because it's just a whole new environment and it's closer to home. That's mainly the reason I left Quincy, was I wanted to be just closer connected to home and feel and have my roots and just be more around an environment I was comfortable in. And then once I got comfortable and got all my things organized, then I could go out and do other things in different environments. But I feel like I still needed a couple more years in an environment I was comfortable in.
So obviously, Lakeland basketball coach Brandon Colvin's no longer the coach there, and
Yes.
you're getting Julian Larry, his assistant coach. What does it mean to you to have him now? And I know a lot of people have talked about him as being a really good guy, but what do you think about him?
I think I agree with those people that say he's got a great personality and he's a great guy. But the thing that intrigues me the most about him being my new head coach is he's always going to want more from you, and he's just looking to push people and make young kids better. And he wants to work, and he's excited for his new job, and I'm probably more excited than most of our players about the opportunity he's getting. So I'm just excited to see what he does and how he pushes us and how good we can be next year.
I want to quickly hit on the baseball side of it as far as who were some of the players you got to play against at college?
I didn't play much in college at Quincy. I probably played about half a semester there, so I didn't really get into much. I think I played 2 fall games, so I didn't really play much competition, but I played with guys like Stroud from Mount Zion, and there's a couple other names I can't really think off the top of my head, but that were really good players there.
Yeah, absolutely. Any other stories you'd like to add during your college career? Or so far at Quincy, now coming to Lakeland?
I just think that a lot of young kids don't really realize it now, but the jump from high school to college is so much different just because of just like the location and you're doing all these other responsibilities alongside playing the game that you love. So it's just, you gotta be more prepared than what you actually think you are once you get that opportunity.
I'm excited to cover you at Lakeland, Jonah, for basketball season. It's going to be
really
fun.
excited.
Are you in touch with any of your former teammates from high school or even at Quincy, anything like that?
I'm in touch with Adam Moore from Quincy and my student assistant volunteer coach from Quincy my first redshirt year, Caleb Johnson, which he's a very good friend. And then, yeah, I'm in touch with a bunch of people from Mount Zion that I played with. Clayton Marquardt, Charles Cool, AJ Davis, Peyton Chappell, tons of those guys.
At what age did you become interested in playing sports?
Probably 3 or 4 years old. My dad always was in the gym, and that's just where I was. So it's just like either you pick up a basketball or you just sit there. So it was just early.
Since you were young and then played in high school and now you're playing in college, how has the game changed?
The game's changed basketball-wise. It's changed a lot, I believe, because when I was growing up and my dad was teaching me all these new things, it was so much more regular that you didn't shoot threes and you mainly threw it into the post and stuff like that. But now as I'm watching the NBA more nowadays, it's just people are changing the game and shooting more and more threes. And I had a coach, Zach Durkee at Quincy, who he just got there right before I left, and he was all about no pull-up jumpers, no pull-up twos, because he just wants to keep the game as simple as possible, and more points equals you win. So, which made sense.
Absolutely. What advice would you give to today's younger kids about playing sports?
Just to always stay working, stay grinding, just never take a day off.
Mm-hmm.
Just always stay on your craft, and if you do that, you'll see results.
Who were some of your biggest role models?
When I was growing up, it was always my dad and my mom, probably. In sports, my dad was always there for being my role model, teaching me the different ways of playing the game, in and out, basketball and baseball. And then in the house and outside of sports is probably my mom, just teaching me the ways of life and stuff like that. But I'd probably say, if you want to give me an example, like an NBA player, I
was going to say professionally, who would that be?
I probably would say Steph Curry or Luka Doncic now, because I watch Doncic now and he's creating different moves and stuff that people haven't really even seen before. And then I love the off-ball movement of Curry and just what he does without the ball and just deceiving people. That's so fun to watch.
Since you played college baseball and high school baseball, who would be a professional baseball player that you look up to?
Probably Trout, and that's probably who a lot of people look up to, because that dude's just a beast. He's crazy athleticism, crazy strength, crazy speed. He's got everything. Mm-hmm. It's so cool.
What has sports done to change your life, Jonah?
Sports necessarily, I don't think it's changed my life, but it's like taught me so many different things, and really I take that into like what sports teaches me. Mm-hmm. And like the way of life, I just take that into my daily life and learn from mistakes, and then you just gotta keep going and push through everything.
In closing, is there anything else you'd like to share or add?
No, not really.
Well, Jonah, I look forward to covering you basketball season into winter at Lakeland College. Look forward to talking to you in the future, and this was fun.
Yep, I'd like to say thank you to all my coaches, players, and teammates that I played with. It's been fun, and I can't wait to do more.
Thanks, Jonah.